guys, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. The last week I have been feeling a little bit stuck. I'm feeling overwhelmed in this messy shed. I feel like all I do in my life is reorganize stuff. I don't know if any other resellers feel this way, but honestly I feel like so much of my time is constantly going into reorganizing. It just feels like this vicious circle of bringing it in, sitting it all around me and working in a cluttered space. And whenever I'm working in a cluttered space, my mental space starts to not cope. I'm not one of these people that copes very well once I feel mentally cluttered. And at the moment I feel mentally cluttered. So the first step I've made to cleaning up this shed is what? I have got a new shelf, guys, and I don't know if you remember what was behind there, where that shelf was, but it was tubs and tubs of clothes and shoes and miscellaneous items that I've been selling in my eBay store. Now the problem is I've had this entire space sitting here for all these shoes and clothes and tubs, but I literally only sell like 1 or 2 items of clothing or shoes a week. Like, it's not very much. So this huge space is being overtaken by something that I don't sell very often. And the reason I don't sell it very often is because I don't focus on selling clothes and shoes. So I'm not ranking very highly in the eBay algorithm as a clothes seller or a shoe seller. I'm ranking highly as a book seller because that's what I'm focusing on. So the first thing I decided was I need to pull out all those items so that I can utilize this space to be able to add more books on it. I'm going to make this a death pile shelf. So from now on, when I bring my books in, I'm going to sort them on the tables and then they're going to come straight over here, and this is going to be my working stockpile shelf. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this shelf is actually bigger than these shelves. It's about 1.5 times the size. I couldn't quite fit 2 shelves here with the room, but I was able to get a bigger shelf. So this is not actually going to add any space to my listed books, but what it is going to do is hopefully alleviate all the mess that I constantly have sitting out here on the tables. So today's job, I'm going to start by filling this up with the books that are all waiting for me to list. So these are books that I just bought yesterday, and I haven't de-stickered them or anything. I just literally have brought them in from my car. I just feel like the process should be to de-sticker these every time I bring a haul in, so that this shelf is actually like ready to go listings. And that way maybe I can get in the habit of, at the end of each workday, I can bring out like 30 listings from this shelf, put them onto a table, and then the next morning they are the exact 30 that I'm photographing and listing for that day. I think that would be a really good method to get myself into. Voila! Different outfit, different day. So after I got this new big shelf, I started trying to think of other ways that I could make some space. And I thought maybe if I put some of these shelves down the center here, instead of these trestle tables that I'm always using, maybe if I had a couple of shelves running along here, I'll still have my bench space, but I'll also add some extra shelving to be able to put some more listed books on. And then as I was making the shelf, I thought to myself, geez, this might make a better photography station because it's just that little bit higher than the trestle table. So then it got me thinking about this area they've got down here, which really isn't that productive. And I thought to myself, well, what if I got another one of these shelves, this one here, and I put this along here, then not only am I going to be able to store all the same stuff, but I actually think I'll have more room because this is going to be a better shelf space than what these tubs are. Plus I'm going to have a top shelf that I'll be able to utilize and I'll be able to put some stuff on. And I thought this might make a great area for me to actually put all my paperwork stations. So I think this is actually more space efficient. It's even going to give me shelves now under my photography station to be storing some books on. And you know, the more places that I can store books, it's going to make it so much easier for me to keep growing my store that little bit further. I think that looks way better. I've managed to empty all of these wide tubs. I've got one down here. I don't really like visually how that looks. I'm a little bit fussy with that kind of thing. I'll probably go and buy a different type of box. Put all my paper trays here. They're easily accessible here to my computer desk, and I might be able to even get rid of a couple of them when I do sit down and give them a big clear out. So the other day, with all the clothes, the shoes, the plush toys, all this random stuff that I had listed in my store, I redid the pricing on it all, marked it down really, really cheap. So anything that's still in my store in about a month's time, I'm just going to redonate it. I don't want to be dealing with it. I have made the decision to niche down on selling books and a little bit of media, DVDs and CDs. I do not want to be dealing with clothes and shoes. I just don't want these tubs. Like, they interrupt my flow of my book system. I'm going to put the 4 of them down here on this bottom row, and I reckon I can condense these 3 into those 4 tubs. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. So obviously this space isn't being utilized yet, but it's got everything off the floor, and now I know what I need to deal with to make this space available. Okay, I love that I now know that this end shelf is my entire inventory pile. So when this shelf is low at the end, that means I need to source. And when this shelf is full, that probably means I don't need to source. I need to get listings. So I really like that I don't have to have all my working inventory now on the tables or surrounded on the floors. I can't even tell you how good it feels to have a clean floor. Like, literally, I want to dance in here. Every single time I clean my shit up, I feel good again. And then it gets messy and I feel like the weight is back on me and I feel like I'm unproductive. My brain can't seem to function. I end up with this brain fog. I can't seem to think straight. Honestly, like, having that clean, free space is like, it unclutters my mental space, and it's just, and I think this is what I need. Like, I just need to get rid of all these shoes and clothes, and I need to get rid of them once and for all and just focus on my book systems and niching down and creating those systems that make the workflow for my business faster. Because at the end of the day, the less time that I actually have to spend out here doing my eBay, the better. Like, the goal is not to be working longer every day. The goal is to be getting my systems better so that I can fasten up my work day and spend less time in here and more time doing fun stuff. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you back here in another couple of days. I got quite a lot to talk about because my brain has been unpacking all this mental clutter for the last week and a half. So I've got some thoughts on my mind and I want to talk to you about them. So see you back here in another couple of days. Bye.